and welcome. I'm Reece, and here's what happened this week. On day 3 of Taiwan's Hangguang exercise, the military set up an obstacle drill on the newly opened Danjiang Bridge north of Taipei. Alan Liu reports.
Combat engineers set up HESCO barriers on a bridge to slow an advancing enemy force. Filled with sand or soil, the barriers allow troops to quickly construct strong defensive walls. This is part of the Danjiang Bridge defensive obstacle drill. It's one of the scenarios featured in Taiwan's annual Hangguang military exercise. When this new bridge opened earlier this year, it immediately became strategically important as a key transportation link in northern Taiwan. If an invading force breaks through the mouth of the Danshui River by landing at Shalun Beach, the bridge could give a direct route toward critical infrastructure like the port of Taipei and Taoyuan International Airport.
有人会问说这些主角设施能够阻挡敌军吗？其实是不太能够。但是呢，敌军会考虑说，万一我要冲破这个路上的时候，它会增加它的进攻时间，它会不会改道到其他地方？那这个时候呢，我方呢也会想说，我就把守军呢埋伏在另外一个通道，用那个地方去歼敌。
The engineers also deploy steel hedgehogs paired with concertina wire, another type of defensive obstacle. Together, these are designed to hinder the movement of enemy vehicles and personnel, funneling them into predetermined kill zones. And concrete wave breakers were also set up as part of the obstacle drill. But there is more. On the other side of the bridge, those red lights lining the riverbank are tanks positioned to defend against a simulated advancing enemy. A closer look reveals a line of CM-11 tanks concealed in position. They are designed to engage targets while on the move. The southbound lanes of the bridge were closed through the night for the exercise. And there has been civilian participation in the drill too, highlighting the coordination and trust required between the military and the public.
It's not just a military operation, right? The defense of Taiwan is going to take everybody. That's why they're working on whole society resilience. So integrating volunteers, I think, is very, very important.
In just a short distance from the bridge, President Lai Ching-te inspected Coast Guard vessels. The ships are carrying domestically developed Xiongfeng 3 anti-ship missiles, integrating Coast Guard assets into wartime operations. Also helping defend northern Taiwan are Skybolt 3 surface-to-air missile systems, designed and built domestically, as well as U.S.-made Patriot missile systems, forming a layered air defense array. All these intricate military deployments are for an important test case scenario, protecting Taiwan's political and economic center, Taipei. Fu Huahong, Dauphin Chen, and Alan Liu for TaiwanPlus.
The 10th annual Ketagalan Forum was held in Taipei with major speakers including President Lai Ching-te and U.S. Representative Michael McCaul. Our reporter Tiffany Wong was there.
The international community needs to stand together against China's transnational repression. That's the message President Lai Ching-te is conveying to foreign officials and security experts at the 10th annual Ketagalan Forum in Taipei. One major topic was how democracies can stand together after China enacted a new ethnic unity law where Beijing claims the right to act against people and organizations outside China's borders.
Against the threats from China's ethnic unity law, Taiwan's position is clear. We will not accept united front infiltration or red terror. We will not stand by while China tries to extend its reach into Taiwan or any other free nation or region.
The forum, hosted by Taiwan's Foreign Ministry and the Taiwan Institute for Economic Research, brought together political figures and experts from around the world to discuss regional security, democratic partnerships, and instability driven by China. Speakers included representatives from the Inter-Parliamentary Alliance on China, including Japan's former defense minister, who shared a statement in support of Taiwan's efforts to counter Beijing's growing transnational repression. And the Prime Minister of Taiwan's only African ally, Eswatini, which has recently reported facing pressure to switch recognition to China. Russell Delamini praised Taiwan's enduring partnership and contributions to the world.
The enduring friendship between the Kingdom of Eswatini and the Republic of China and Taiwan stands as a living testimony to what nations can accomplish when relationships are founded upon trust, mutual respect, and a shared commitment to human progress. For this reason, Eswatini will continue to stand firmly and consistently for Taiwan's meaningful inclusion in global governance.
Pro-Taiwan U.S. Congressman Michael McCaul, who formerly led the House Foreign Affairs Committee, also spoke at the forum.
As the CCP escalates its military activities around Taiwan and increases their belligerence in the South China Sea, particularly against our allies in the Philippines, it is critical that we respond with unity in the Indo-Pacific region. The CCP's actions are not isolated incidents. They are part of a broader, deliberate strategy to assert dominance in the region, challenging international norms and threatening the sovereignty of neighboring countries.
As the Ketagalan Forum enters its 10th year, the discussions here will shape how Taiwan's partners respond to shifting security challenges in the Indo-Pacific and center Taiwan as a key player in maintaining peace in the region. Chris Ma and Tiffany Wong in Taipei for TaiwanPlus.
Taiwanese people traveling to China should be more careful when Beijing's new immigration rules take effect next month. That's according to the Mainland Affairs Council, which manages Taipei's relations with Beijing.
禁止你出境就禁止你出境，没有法定的要件，没有清楚的法律规范。
China is implementing new rules that can bar its citizens from leaving the country if they are deemed to be a threat to national or technological security. And people who commit illegal acts overseas may be forbidden from exiting China for 6 months to 3 years. The new rules also tighten entry regulations for foreigners. China claims Taiwan as part of its territory, and it is unclear how the new rules might impact Taiwanese people traveling there. Taiwan is moving to block a new Chinese platform promoting work and study opportunities, saying it could put young people at risk. The portal features job listings and exchange programs across China. Taiwan's Mainland Affairs Council, which handles relations with Beijing, said the website could be part of Beijing's psychological warfare efforts. It also warns users' personal data could potentially be leaked. Minister Zhou Juizheng also questions the platform's motives, pointing to China's own high youth unemployment. Taiwan is investigating Chinese companies suspected of illegally recruiting high-tech talent. Experts warn of national security risks and are urging tighter regulations. Aichi reports.
Taiwan's investigators have raided dozens of sites and questioned more than 100 people across the country in July and early August. Part of the investigations into 17 China-linked firms allegedly involved in setting up shell companies to illegally poach Taiwanese chip and high-tech talent. Experts warn the issue goes far beyond a single employee leaving a local company or an engineer being recruited away. It poses real risks to national security.
关键性的人物，那他可能不是只有知道怎么做而已，他甚至知道这整个团队有哪些人，那甚至于说，那我今天做出来之后，我要怎么去验证这个东西？那当然不可避免就产生了这样子的一个国安的一个风险存在。
Among the Chinese firms suspected of illegally recruiting talent and operating unlicensed office in Taiwan are several publicly listed technology companies. Those include semiconductor equipment maker ACM Research and IC design GOK Microelectronics. Authorities said the poaching could erode Taiwan's competitive edge in the global AI race by weakening its long-established chip and ICT supply chains. An expert says that Taiwan needs to further strengthen regulations and expand legal protections for core technologies, including emerging sectors like AI servers, to prevent exploitation by shell companies.
是采用营业秘密法。 营业秘密法啦，不论在罚金还是在刑期上面啦，都太轻微，无法遏制中国挖角台湾科技人才。所以行政院在2023年和2024年分别订定了 国家核心关键技术，通常就是寄出国家安全法。
Despite uncovering more than 100 suspected Chinese talent poaching cases since late 2020, Taiwan continues to focus on shoring up protections for critical tech, as China's recruitment targets extend beyond technical expertise to valuable industry networks. Patrick Chen, NIT for TaiwanPlus.
Foxconn, the world's largest electronics manufacturer, reported record monthly revenue of $28 billion in July. The Nvidia and Apple supplier says revenue growth was driven by strong demand for AI servers. The figure is up 54% year-on-year and 15% compared to June. Looking ahead, the company expects AI hardware shipments to maintain their growth momentum. A major trading card scam has rocked Taipei after a shop owner vanished overnight with millions in customers' cash and high-value items. It was supposed to be a trusted hub for Taipei's card collectors. Now, with empty shelves, the door to Little Sheep card shop is locked shut. Its owner, Zheng Yangyu, vanished overnight, and estimates say he's taken millions of US dollars worth of customers' trading cards and cash with him.
认识周遭的都是10几到50、60万不等，对啊，然后听说也有几百万的，可能好几亿跑不掉。
Police are investigating and are urging victims to come forward with receipts and chat logs. They confirmed that Zheng fled Taiwan on July 30th, days before deleting customer group chats with thousands of members. Those victims are now creating their own online groups to seek justice and compensation. Some individual cards can be worth thousands or even tens of thousands of US dollars, and collectors put their faith in stores like Little Sheep to help them pre-order and grade trading cards. Zheng's store had only been open since January, but in that time he quickly earned the trust of many in the community. The scandal has shocked Taipei's card traders, leaving some workers worried about a wider hit to consumer trust.
就可能有人因为这件事情就退坑了，我也是有可能的。而有些人，因为这件事情，他们不怪其他店家，其他店家长期购买都没有问题，他们可能信任其他店家。
The trading card market is no small industry. It's estimated to be in the billions of US dollars and is increasingly being used to launder money. For collectors navigating a multi-billion-dollar unregulated market, keeping their investments safe means being selective about where to buy.
通常是有网络平台，或是可以信任的网络平台，或是比较熟悉的店家这样。
As prosecutors trace the suspect's money trail overseas, local collectors are left wondering if their cash and most prized cards will ever be returned. Ryan Wu and Reece for TaiwanPlus. Direct flights between Taiwan and India will resume from December. EVA Air, one of Taiwan's major carriers, will launch 5 direct flights a week between Taipei and Delhi. This comes after non-stop air links between the two countries were dropped during the pandemic. The new route signals deepening Taiwan-India ties, especially in tech and tourism. Officials are looking to make Taipei a stopover destination between India and the US. Bookings for flights from December 1st are now available. Thank you for watching Here's What Happened. You can visit the TaiwanPlus website or our social media for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, we leave you with more images from this year's Hangguang exercise. I'm Reece. Take care and see you next time.
For more stories from Taiwan and around the world, download the TaiwanPlus app or follow us on social media. And by the way, this over here is drone soccer.